Hi. So, this week we're doing something a little different than my normal vlog. We are answering some questions. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so here we go. I had so many questions from YouTube and asking my Instagram. I have 4 pages of questions. So, let's get to it. So, question 1, which I was kind of like, duh, to, is do you ever camp while you're outdoors? I have YouTubes of me camping outdoors. I car camp a lot, a lot, a lot. So, yes. What are you most passionate about right now? So, I would say right now that I'm most passionate about gardening, taking care of my bees, my chickens, becoming more self-reliant. That's my priorities right now. That is my main goal. That's like what I'm very, very focused on. If you guys have watched some of my other YouTube videos, you know that I just got bees, which I'm super excited about. And right now, just homesteading is my passion, something I'm very focused on. What's the best advice you've ever been given? That's a really hard question, but I would definitely say one time I was complaining to my mom about something, and she said, "Helena, wherever you are, wherever you go, there you are." And that really sticks with me because I tend to be an escapist. I love to go and travel and stuff. A lot of times when I'm doing my most traveling, it's because I'm going through something mentally. So I'm definitely a runner. I'm a track star. I run away from my problems. I don't like to confront stuff head on. There's nothing that I don't feel a road trip can fix. But it's not the truth. So I would say the best advice my mom has given me, which is wherever you go, there you are. Your problems will still remain because you are still the same person. Unless you change, there you are. Did you ever go to college? If so, what for? I did go to college. I went to college for 2 years while I worked 2 jobs, and it was tough. I went to college for psychology. I did not finish my degree because I blew up on social media and I dropped out of college. College was really hard also. It just wasn't for me. I think that if college was more like we actually just went to the classes that we were going to, that we're supposed to, like I'm not trying to do calculus. You know what I mean? I'm a psychology major. Why do I need to know how to do calculus? It's just not for me in that sense. So I did not finish. And I love my career right now. I love doing social media. I love having that artistic freedom and the freedoms that that gives me. Oh, this person said that they love the name of Humpty and Dumpty, my 2 white tree frogs. So I do have names for my other animals. So we have my 3 dogs, which are Maya, Nyx, Athena. I have a cluster of Vietnamese mossy frogs. They're called the Nuggets because they kind of look like za. I have, what else? I have the 3 musketeers. Those are my 3 white tree frogs. And my pixie frog is named Mojo Dojo. My box turtle is named Sheldon. And I haven't named my Krusty yet, but I will name her soon. I just don't know what I'm going to name her yet. This one's kind of cute. I never really talk to my boyfriend on here because I believe that my social media is about me. And although my relationship is a part of that, I like to keep it separate. So it says, what do you love about your boyfriend? My main thing that I love about my boyfriend is he's very passionate and very genuine, very giving. He's just a good person. Next is, how do you picture your near future? That's really, I picture it that I'm just getting better at gardening. I'm traveling a little bit more. I have a bit of a surprise in regards to traveling that I'm going to be showing you guys here shortly. I don't know, I picture my life relatively the same. I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I feel like I'm in the direction where I want to go, and I continue to make strives for that. I would love to grow my YouTube more. So I would love in the near future to have like 50K, you know? I would love that. What is your ethnicity? So I am Puerto Rican and Nigerian. A lot of people think I'm half white. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's just the way I talk, but I'm just a suburban black girl. My mom adopted me and she's white, but I have a lot of culture. I was always around black people. I don't have a lot of my Puerto Rican culture. I'm only learning about that as I age, and I do connect to a lot of it. That's something that in the past few years I have been developing a connection to, but I have always had a connection to black culture. Not so much Nigerian culture, but black culture, yes. So I consider myself black, although I am, for my ethnicity, is Nigerian. What makes me happy? So gardening makes me happy. The sun makes me happy. Seeing new life, my animals, my partner, my friends. So many things make me happy. I could be here forever listing all the things that make me happy. I think I'm in general a happy person. So I feel very fortunate for my life. I just feel very grateful. I feel very fortunate, very happy, very blessed, very lucky. So a lot of things make me happy. Oh my gosh, guys, we're down one page. What do you do to stay grounded? So I don't know if any of you guys have watched my prior Q&A videos, but if you have, I might have touched on it, that I have borderline personality disorder. So I have very intense emotions. I've been in therapy from a very young age, in and out, and consistently in therapy for 5 years. And I hike and travel to stay grounded. I do road trips. I sleep in my car. I go on hikes. I go on walks. I clean when I'm at home. My coping mechanisms, or what keeps me grounded, is cleaning. Excuse me. Taking care of my farm animals, taking care of my garden, talking and communicating with my friends, my partner. All these things keep me overall pretty grounded. I do admit that I have a few crash outs every now and then. They're very rare though. When it comes to creating vlog content, how do you get over the this might suck evaluation? So for me, I just move past it. Yeah, some stuff that you're gonna make, you're gonna look back at it. Well, one, I've been in content creation for 5 years. It is a hard thing to get over. You're always gonna be your worst critic, and the internet remembers stuff forever. So it is a little daunting, but yeah, you're gonna do stuff that you're gonna regret. You're going to make content that you're gonna think is awesome, and then later on be like, that kind of sucks. It's just kind of like the process of learning and growing. And I think that when you let your fear of sucking hold you back, well, you definitely suck now because you're not even trying. So if you try, that's already one up on people who don't even try. It's gonna suck. Some stuff you're gonna make is gonna suck. It's okay. You know, it's all a learning process, it's all a growing process, and that's just life. What's your zodiac sign? And then I think you said, I was like, a Virgo or a Leo, and I am appalled. You did say also that I could be a Sag. I'm a Sag moon, a Sagittarius moon, but I'm a Pisces sun, and I feel like I give Pisces energy. I don't understand why you would say if I'm a Leo. I don't get that, but I'm not a Virgo either, and I'm not a Leo. I'm a Pisces. Sun, Sagittarius moon, and an Aquarius rising. What kind of music do you like? I listen to a lot of blues. I listen to a lot of like oldies, funk, 70s music. I listen to a lot of rap. I listen like to mumble rap. I listen to like Kendrick, J. Cole rap. I listen to old 2000s rap a lot, like Nelly, Usher, Ludacris. I love Tyga. There's another question I don't have written down, but on speaking of Tyga, someone said, "Do you believe in separating the art from the artist?" I have mixed feelings on it. I think that, yeah, I mean, sometimes you're going to because you like the art so much. Like, I love Ariana Grande. She be moving a little interesting, but I love her. Or, like, yeah, she's my main. She's my problematic fave. Love me some Ariana Grande. But, sometimes you do. There's some things that aren't forgivable, though. Like, I don't think, some people I can, everyone has their own moral things on what they can forgive and what they can't. And sometimes you do. You love the art so much that you separate it from the artist, or you just don't care about, what the artist did as much as maybe society does. What made you start farming? I don't really know if I farm. I wouldn't consider that, but I get what you're saying. Like, I do urban homestead, and a lot of people think that's what I do for a living. I don't. Yeah, that's just a hobby for me. Yeah, I do other stuff for a living. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. It's on a need to know basis. Um, so, but what made me start homesteading? That's another question people ask me a lot, my career, but I feel like I've touched on it so many times, and I feel like it's just, we don't even need to talk about it. But back to the question, what made you start farming? So, what made me start homesteading is I think the world, and I just think it just became something I was really interested in. I really want to be at least somewhat self-sustainable, and for 3 years now I've been gardening, and I think this year will be my best year yet for gardening. I have high hopes. I'm 3 years in. I would love to only have to buy like my protein or something from the grocery store, so wish me luck. But my goal to just be more sustainable in so many ways and not rely so much on like the government and the stores and imports of food, and that is always been my main goal. So, and why I started homesteading. What made you fall in love with chickens? One, they're cute. They're just super cute, and I love eggs, and chickens are cute. They're cute, but like how you think having chickens are and how having chickens is very different. Some people get really close to their chickens. I'm into herp, like I think it's herpetology. I'm sorry if that's not the right word, but reptiles basically. And I have adopted an animal husbandry mindset that when you have animals, you have to have, because animals do occasionally die. And so for me, I don't have the same connection to my chickens as I do, say, for instance, my dogs. I'm not sure what helps me connect with animals more. Like, I love my turtle, but there's just some animals I don't always connect with. I'm not super connected to my chickens, but I do love them. I do care for them. I give them the best upkeep that I can, and I provide very well for them. Favorite foods on a lazy day? Ooh. I love, I love seafood, like a seafood boil, a soul food, Creole food, a good burger, Taco Bell. So I'm a foodie. I love food. I'm going to be doing more food reviews for you guys just because I love food so much, and I'd love to show that side of me more on social media. But there's so many foods I can name. I also, one of my really I'm really going crazy and cheating myself type foods is hot Cheetos with cheese, nacho cheese. Where do you find the most peace? I find the most peace in myself, to be completely honest. Like, I think you have to find your peace in yourself. But, being on a long drive helps. Being in nature helps. Being without cell reception helps. I have like a little attic that's very cozy and nice. Being in there helps. But I also find peace in gardening and going on walks, going on hikes. There's a lot of ways that I find my peace. Have you considered getting an RV to travel in? So, surprise, surprise, I mentioned this a little bit, but I just bought a trailer and I will be traveling and doing some type of car trailer life videos, and I'm very excited to start doing that with you guys. And my trailer, I have a couple things, but by next month we should be getting some van life type content, and I'm very excited to bring that to the channel. Oh my god, we finished another page, guys. I love this question. Do you believe being the bigger person is overrated? It's very situational, but yeah, sometimes, sometimes why do you have to be the bigger person? You don't. Sometimes it really works to not be the bigger person. It's very situational, and sometimes you should be the bigger person. Sometimes you don't need to get your lick back. Sometimes you don't need to do any of that. Sorry, my dog started like barking. Anyways, yeah, not always. It's very situational when you should be the bigger person. Is physical attraction important to you in a relationship? Physical attraction is important to me. I think it's very important. I'm not one of those people that thinks you don't have to be physically attracted to people. You should be physically attracted to the person that you want to be with. I do think attraction can grow, but you should be I mean, for me at least, I think attraction matters. If you could go back in time and see any musician, who would it be? Definitely Nirvana. Second to that, Prince, just because I think it would be such a good time. How did you learn not to care what people think? So my mom always just kind of taught me to be me. So I just kind of grew up with that mentality of like, you're amazing and you're good yourself and you're different and it's okay to be different. And that's just something that my mom instilled in me. And I always grew up thinking I was awesome and that other people sucked. And I low-key still think that, like, like if people hate on you, I don't know, it's such a weird concept to hate on people that you don't really know, or that you're just judging based off little things like appearance or something, or interest. I just think that's so weird to me. And I think that it's just a sign of someone's character if they don't really even know you and they care about you so much. And honestly, like, you don't even know this person. Why are you even caring what they think? You know what I mean? There's a lot of people's views that you should care what they think, and there's a lot of people that you shouldn't, and that's for you to decide. And for me, I don't care about what a lot of people think, and I think that's good. I don't know, it's freeing. Like, it feels good. Like, I love that. What is the worst trouble you've ever been in? So I'm not going to tell the whole story, but I was like a little delinquent, and I went to juvie for like 6 months, and then I was transferred to a boot camp for a year, and that is the worst trouble I've ever been in. And yeah, I was a bad teenager. I was a troubled teenager. What's your opinion of a woman proposing to a man? Don't cancel me here, but I don't like it. I think that if it works for you, then it works for you, and that's totally okay. And fuck yeah, like, woman power. But for me, that's not gonna work. I don't even want to get married to begin with, so I'm definitely not gonna want to propose to someone. Could you live in a world without men? No, and I really wouldn't want to. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that. Like, why would I want that? I would not want that at all. Okay, we are on the last page. Do you watch anime? If so, what is your fave? I do watch anime. My favorite anime is Bleach. Second favorite anime, Sword Art Online. First season, not second. And third favorite anime is Naruto Shippuden. Best hike ever taken. This is a really hard, like, this is a really hard question, but I will just say that I hiked with my partner in Oregon one year, and we went to Tokati Falls, and it was like negative 30 degrees, and it was just a super fun hike. It was super fun, and we were like sliding, and it was cold, and the waterfall was beautiful, and it was a great time. Do you want kids? No, I don't want kids. I have friends with kids. I'm happy with that. I don't know. I'm very free spirited, and it's not something that aligns with me personally or what I want in life. Do you game? If so, what games? I do game. Right now, I'm on a Sims bender. I just bought Oblivion, so I would love to play that sometime soon. Oh, there's like a crow on my barn now. I was like, what is that noise? I'm so sorry. Um, Skyrim is one of my favorite games. I usually play RPGs or stuff like that. What's your goal in life? It's so simple. My goal in life is just be happy. How does nature support your mental health, and does it play a role in healing trauma? So nature supports my mental health just because nature is so grounding to me. I feel like it's just something that's so beautiful and just roots me and brings me back to this earth. I don't necessarily know if nature plays a role in healing my trauma. I wouldn't say that because I've had so much therapy that I think that is what truly heals my trauma. And I don't really have traumas in that sense, but it 100% soothes my soul. It brings me back to reality and back to earth. Well, that is the end of the list, and I really enjoyed answering these questions with you. I'll most definitely do another video like this soon, and I just hope you guys enjoyed this little session of us getting to know each other more, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Bye!